A certain group blames P2B for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate forgery. The group is asking why Mr. Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate, has not paraded his transcript from the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. Release your academic records to public or risk lawsuit, the group tells Atiku, the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate, and Mr. Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate. A group under the edges of Better Naija has asked the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, to end his chase of shadows over the transcript and the academic records of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Chicago State University, the United States of America. The group, which made the remarks in a statement signed by its spokesman Mustapha Ahmed Tijani and the Director General Atinosa Igbiogbo, has argued that the political terrain has been overtaken by the needless and ultimately fruitless drama created by the former vice president in his attempt to turn facts on its head and seemingly empty the Atlantic Ocean with a spoon. The statement partly reads, "We expect him, which is in the person of Atiku, the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate of 2023, to busy himself with how to prove that he won the February presidential election at the Supreme Court, rather than this fishing expedition he is currently on. Instead of proving that he won the election, he's busy spending his fraudulently earned dollars in expensive lawyers to prove a matter that is not in doubt at all. It is laughable that people with questionable track records, both in public service and private practice, are on the chase of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose academic and administrative prowess and leadership capacity have proven both locally and internationally. Just so we are clear, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not seeking admission into Atiku Abubakar's privately owned university, which only came into existence after his time in office as the Vice President of Nigeria. So, one wonders what he intends to do with the President's transcript and certificate at this time. In any case, should Atiku Abubakar be in a generous mood, he may want to extend a free admission offer to members of his own party, as he only needs to look to Osun State to find a worthy beneficiary of such unsolicited generosity. However, we are glad that the matter has been laid to rest, as Caleb Westberg, the University Registrar at CSU Chicago, said in a disposition and under oath that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a graduate of CSU and was issued a certificate after graduating from the school with honors. His words reads, "I see that he said the same person he, Atiku Abubakar, ran against is now the president of Nigeria. The Bola Tinubu, who attended Southwest College and took accounting courses. Debola Tinubu, who attended CSU, also took accounting courses. I see the addresses indicated for Bola Tinubu. It's not far from CSU, which is the campus. I also looked at the whole record in making the determination that the Bola Tinubu, who is now the president of Nigeria today, is the same person who attended CSU. The entries in 1952 and 1954 could have been made in error. The person who attended Southwest College is the person who also attended CSU. The courses taken by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at Southwest and CSU are consistent. Right after the entry, the Social Security number SSN entered indicated in the Southwest transcript is also the same as the one that was indicated in CSU records. That is one of the indices that we use to identify students. A social security number is a unique identifier. Now that the matter is rested and dollars have been put to shame, we must leave them to their flight of fantasy and return to reality. Nigeria dearly needs governing, and it is only right that we allow the man Nigerians willingly gave the mandate to lead to do just that. While the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been distracted in the least and has even been doing wonders in the assignments Nigerians gave to him, we must do our best to not add to his already odious job. Meanwhile, we are concerned about how Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, who claims he attended the Royal School of Hygiene in Kano, ended up as a master's degree holder. We are also at a loss as to why Peter Obi, the Labour Party's candidate, who claims to have graduated from the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, is unwilling to parade his said transcript and academic records. Now let it be known on record that we have before now written privately to both the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party counterpart, Mr. Peter Obi, to release their academic credentials to the public, and there was no response from either parties. We are hereby issuing another public call with a 7-day ultimatum for compliance. Failure to do so will see us asking our lawyers who are waiting in the wings to institute a case against them in a court of competent jurisdiction to demand the release of the academic records of both the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. The case before the Supreme Court is a logical one and not an emotional affair. If they want to win, they must prove beyond every reasonable doubt. Anything aside logic will amount to a waste of time. We urge Nigerians to continue their support for the President's administration. We are mindful of the current challenges, and we are quite hopeful that the tide will change and the country will blossom again.